evening. We're doing a late night stream today. One simple reason. Fucking tired. I wanna play. Okay. So. We don't have anything we need to meet up. And don't really have... I don't think I've done anything with any characters or anything like that right now. Did we get a new staff for you? Allies targeted until navigates next turn. This enemies targeted by the power suffer fine to all their characteristics. Deal +6 to all target direct damage by the navigator. Should I actually equip that one instead? Bloodhound Stamp uses does not power now. Yeah, fuck it, let's use that one and see if it actually makes a difference. Did we get... We got a new one. Strength wounds. 10% dodge if the wearer has 50 more agility. You have 60, yeah, so you get the 10 dodge there. And 15 toughness. What? That's actually more. Okay, fair enough. Whenever the wearer suffers a trauma in combat, if they have 0 wounds, they immediately gain... Okay, yeah. Claire. Where is the one we got last time? There. For that to actually have some uses, I think we need to actually have more than one character with it. Okay. Then let's go. Let's go. Let's launder some Drukhari. Okay, so we have just 2 large Drukhari ships. Okay, fair enough.
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates. Deliver their demise. Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Okay.
Send our enemies to the void.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon detected. No survivors detected.
Oh no.
Set course with all haste. Unleash a barrage of destruction.
Target destruction confirmed.
They pale before our mastery of the void.
That was hilariously easy. Focus effort. Okay, so what do we want here? Each craft launched from the torpedo queue, and each torpedo gained 1 hull integrity. Silent and running. Steady hand. When using a post ability, it's 1 round shorter. When approaching an enemy, the flagship shuts down non-essential. As a result, in most encounter, larger enemy vessels, frigates or larger, are surprised to act. Torpedoes and attack craft gain 60% evasion from enemy attacks and against other. I think we're going that one. Next time we can do it, so it's 2 levels. Silent running might actually be really good. Yeah, silent running it is.
Swift and merciless retribution is a proper fate for many transgressors, but the Imperium permits using the convicts for hard labor on distant prison worlds like Verbos 6. To atone for their crimes before humankind, hundreds of thousands of rogues and lowlifes toil in the mines of the Von Valancius Protectorate until death from exhaustion or some other unfortunate accident claims their forsaken souls.
Yep.
Verbos 6 always was a penal world. But this, even the miscreants of this place do not deserve such a fate.
The broken, slashed, and gutted body is still covered with the shreds of a planetary warden uniform.
Hands. The Xenos wanted to shake our spirit, and, judging by your words, they were successful.
The caustic ooze gives off a sickening vapor that eats away at the lining of your nose and mouth, making your eyes water. The bodies have been twisted into a pose resembling a servile bow and bound with barbed wire.
Unlocked.
Oh, the bomb, okay.
A massive crusher designed to extract ore from rocks is covered with a thick layer of dust and rubble.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Open the door. Fresh meat, yeah.
The tall, lithe Xenos moves with the grace of an otherworldly predator. The creature gives you a dispassionate glance and casually speaks a few words that are immediately picked up by your elucidator.
Mika and DIS, Elith, what is this? Has one of the sisters found an amusing trinket in the ruins and saved it as a special treat for the Archon?
The Xenos takes a quick look over her shoulder toward the platform where a few more silhouettes in tar black armor can be seen.
It seems it is I who is threat-free. Cannot begin to fathom where my subjects found such exotic beasts. And the one, and the talking one at that.
The Xenos' eyes light up with interest.
The monkey understands my speech. Where did you come by a device that can translate our language? Are you trying to impress me by appearing useful? Such words will earn you about in the ring at most. Without weapons, and, soon, without your skin.
The humans scattered around you on the platform stare as if they've seen a ghost. The eyes of some betray their fear, others glare with bestial hatred, and yet more look upon you with hope.
How about raise weapon? How about we skip small talk and get down to business?
From the dusk behind Tazara comes a cry. The distance between you and the Xenos is too great for the elucidator to interpret the words, but the tone alone speaks of irritation and impatience. Tazara raises her blade and points at you.
Tell the other Monkey that whoever slits your throat will depart for their new home ahead of schedule. And tell them to hold nothing back. Tonight they dance for Yrmaris herself, the great Archon of the Cabal of the Reaving
Dogmatic.
Tempest.
Address the fighter in the arena. Dying to entertain Xenos in the path of eternal shame, condemnation of soul touched by the Emperor's undying glory. Let us join our blade and we will destroy those who sought to kill you.
Exhausted and defeated faces trade worried glances. The hulking brute next to you hesitates, then spits and breaks into a grin.
We're going to die anyway, might as well do it without the heretic's brand. Slay the beasts.
Tazara emits a furious scream and takes a step back, signaling to her companions.
Your words mean nothing to me, for I speak the language of retribution.
Hold the formation. It won't take long.
Let me educate you on the art.
Accepted. Waste of time. One of us would be enough.
I am your blade and shield. This goes against the tenets. Trust me. The shadows will see it done.
Okay.
My killings are always slow.
A tactically sound approach. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Activate Calculate Fury algorithm.
Yeah, fuck it. He's taking a beating, that's for sure.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
My artifice is unsurpassed. My soul hunger beckons.
Supersede pain.
Ouch.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll take it as a price. No heretic escapes punishment. The order is clear.
Okay, nice.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I will tear your heart
Me?
out for this.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. Let my fury rain down upon thee. Rejoice in service.
You will not withstand my vengeance.
And so shall it be done.
Parried. Okay, fair enough.
I will not be deterred.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. Why did you do that move?
Get to it. Scared yet?
Oh, someone actually hit.
Unleashed my fury.
It won't take long. Understood.
This can't be over.
Good.
I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me. Caught by the web. No. I shall not fail.
Goodbye.
Come. The other side awaits.
No one you parried. Good for you.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
I'm bored. Imraras. Left side.
At your beck and call.
Let me
It will be
you
done.
the art of pain.
Victory is imminent.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Hold on.
Can't fail the mission.
Let's get to it.
Another foe painted black. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
The surviving fighters turn their heads toward you one after another. All eyes on the battlefield are glued to you.
By destroying the foul sealers, you have atoned for your transgression against the Emperor. Get to the shuttle. The rest of you will be subjected to selective punctive servitorization, that you may further toil for the good of the Imperium. Okay. I don't remember an item there.
Let the faith guide my path to glory. The Emperor gave me a vision.
Data meditation is terminated.
Okay.
The body is missing parts of its extremities. It was hacked to pieces with dozens of strikes.
Off we go. So, we got another colony planet now. We are moving up. Captain reconnaissance on the motor inspector anymore. Crit damage. No, I'm currently looking at the rewards now. Yes, it's great to have this, but at the same time, crit damage. Crit damage isn't bad. You know what? We're going this one. Lay of the Void, Holy Servitude. Honestly, I think we're going this one. Test of Wills. All allies. Awesome. 1 second. Okay. All allies gain commercial and hit chance. Cannoneers recruit torpedo deals 50 more damage. Oh, they really. It's now a one-handed weapon. It was a two-handed weapon, memory tells me. Killing Fields, Bloodsport, Test of Wills. I think Killing Fields is the one we're going to go for. With the 5+ ballistic and ballistic skill. Okay. That means another system, another Dan. I guess that means we should actually start slowly. No, we're not going there.
While traveling through the Immatrium, the crew on duty in Loading Bay 7 heard what sounded like the hissing of a giant snake. The terrified workers sent out a vox. The ship's augers registered an emission of unknown radiation in one of the chambers. As a result, some of the Voidsmen now have glowing irises, which has proven to be quite beneficial in the performance of their duties. The vessel's confessors are in doubt and suggest it may be an outward sign of corruption.
Better purge the mutants and allow heresy.
The crew zealously carried out the rogue trader's order and put to death everyone marked with the fiendish, glimmering eyes. Only the Emperor's light may illuminate the path of his servants.
Totally. Oh, we can make it now. This was the one we're going for. Yeah. Like that one. Yep.
Lord Captain, there has been a tragedy on Darganus. Governor Drivestam has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the warp storms. But the psychers he assembled were struck by an unknown affliction. They heard something, and it cast them into madness. The astropaths lost sleep, started clawing at their skin to the flesh and muttering gibberish, and eventually went completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the most resilient astropaths are upholding the connection to Darganus. But how long will they last?
Where did the former astropaths come from? And can we get more from them?
I have received complaints that Governor Drivestam has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. To take more people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with other worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychers from other domains, but they will be few as the road to the Imperium is perilous. We could also try getting by with the resources that are already available to us, by seeking out fugitive astropaths and having them train psychically active citizens of the Protectorate who show promise. A most regrettable violation of his laws, but, considering our grave situation.
What is the cause of the affliction?
Who knows? The schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn. The treacherous magic of the Xenos. Perhaps it was a planned diversion, or perhaps merely a stray echo in the Immatrium.
What say my advisors about the choir?
Astropaths are among the most finely trained servants in the Imperium, who have beheld the light of the Emperor himself and gained a special bond with our master. I strongly advise the rogue trader to recruit only sanctioned psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. If there are not enough, the Inquisition will assist you in locating and acquiring more. Your Lordship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well. Those whom she helped out, rescued, and saved. I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers, who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name.
I'm counting on the help of the Inquisition, Hendrix.
You will get your astropaths. The von Valancius dynasty is too important for us to just turn a blind eye to it in its time of need. A wave of armed skirmishes and detentions swept across the Expanse. Ships carrying powerful captives have brought the new astropathic choir to Darganus. Not even the most influential rulers could resist the fearsome agents of the Inquisition, who requisitioned their valuable servants to meet the needs of the von Valancius dynasty. There has been no recurrence of the disastrous astropathic madness, but the new astropaths have all reported hearing strange whispers ever since their first day on the planet.
Okay. Not something I care about. Okay. Anything we can do here now? Oh, we can do that one now, because we got mechanics, so we can get that one. Complacency +8 against demons. You know what? No. What are we making on Dragonets now? Provisions isn't really that.
Lord Captain, a disturbing report has come from the quarries of Veerbos 6. The convicts have lost their minds, they forget how to use tools, they huddle together and continue to stare aimlessly into space, even under the lashes of the whips, ruining the mining deadlines. Some are possessed with the urge to use their nails to scratch blasphemous symbols on tools, machines, and even their own bodies. The most mad have painted the walls of several mines from floor to ceiling with the symbols and then gone off deep into the mining tunnels. None of them could be found. The overseers consider it a ploy to divert attention away from the escapes and an impending rebellion.
What are those symbols being scratched out by the convicts?
It is hard to give these drawings any sort of intelligible definition. Unnaturally round circles connected by lines. The lines are interrupted by groups of dots. Some patterns follow a certain common logic while others are unique. I can provide your lordship with picts of them. After examining the pict, you realize that the symbols are connected through a strange logical sequence.
What do my advisors say?
I am detecting an intriguing pattern in the drawing of the symbols left by the prisoners. Hypothesis, they have a practical purpose. requesting clearance for the Adeptus Mechanicus to access the mines and investigate the specimens. If the convicts continue to disappear for no reason, then unrest will soon follow, whether out of fear or hope for the possibility of escape. To stifle this, we must put pressure on the convicts' leaders. My experience suggests that such people can hold more sway than any overseer. A fish rots from the head, and a prison begins to collapse because of its overseers. It is suspicious that no one has managed to get to the bottom of the problem. Lean on the senior staff to get the information we need. Someone in the prison must be exploiting the situation for their own ends.
Two-handed heavy range weapon. Range 1500. Fire rate 10. Oh my god, this weapon deals additional damage equal to the target's difficulty tier. I kind of want to go that for that one. Peculiar trinket. At the start of the wearer turn, they gain 0 wound and wearer drop to 0. Servants of the Omnissiah. Expert choreographer. Logic to all allies. That's not bad either. You know what? Fuck it. We're going with Solomon. Do as Solomon say. We apply pressure on the senior ranks of the colony. They are clearly involved in what's going on.
We will restore order and expose the corrupt authorities at a single stroke. Interrogations revealed that a senior overseer had been obstructing the investigation and helping the fugitives to escape. He had hoped that the crisis in the colony would be a pretext for the ignominious dismissal of the colony's current head, against whom the traitor had nursed a personal grudge. Before his execution, the heretic gave up the coordinates of the recently cleared tunnels, from which he had cleverly diverted the Enforcer's investigative efforts. An unnaturally even wall covered in strange symbols caught their attention. The tunnel went down deep and was not on any of the mining maps. The colony administration gave orders to conduct an archive survey, banned work in the sector, and had guards posted there until the origins of the tunnel could be established.
Underground worker, mechanism, chemicals, holy servitude, profit factor to us, yes. I think I want to go this one now. No, I actually want to go this one. Warp guides. You know what? Holy servitude.
Lord Captain, our astropaths received a message from Achilles Scalander on Darganus. He closely studied the data from the incursion on Virbos 6, including the mention of the Xenos leaders. He promised to direct the efforts of his aides to identify those enemies of humanity so their location can be determined.
Okay.
Master Scalander is also reporting the Druckeri are getting ready for more attacks on your territory. Information from his aides continues to arrive, and Achilles will personally report to you the moment the target for the upcoming raid becomes clear. Lord Cap'n, this is Master Helmsman Raver. The crew is grumbling again, but they've a right reason this time. Our analytics systems have gone totally bonkers. The Red Robes. Excuse me, tech priests are blaming the anger of the machine spirits. Allegedly, this is how they profess their displeasure at the crew not being worshipful. We have largely managed to stabilize the output of the augurs and auspexes across the ship, but you should know there is something awfully sketchy about the machines these days. I can confirm, Lord Captain. The vessel's analytics systems were behaving incorrectly for a time. The The cogitators could not produce statistical data and displayed meaningless numeric combinations instead. The augurs failed to correctly analyze matter and mistook solids for liquids and vice versa. Thanks to the tech priest's efforts, standard operation of the ship's mechanisms has been restored. I am still registering sporadic reports of similar malfunctions, but we should now be able to handle them. The officers on one of the lower decks stopped providing status reports. 3 days had passed since the Vox system broadcasted anything other than subdued moans and wet slapping noises. An enforcer squad sent to investigate reported that the denizens of the lower levels had regressed to animals and succumbed to depravity. The connection with the squad was shortly lost. The High Missionary of the Adeptus Ministorum became flush with fury and condemned these as designs of the archenemy. The hotbed of heresy was cleansed with fire and prayer.
Okay, that one's fixed. Holstone is eating people, but it's also fully upgraded as well, so... Holy Servitude. Yep. New stage of development on Janus? Okay.
Troubling news has arrived from Janus, your lordship. While digging an irrigation ditch, workers found a Xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to a laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 Majoris region. It is almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visit the uncontrolled territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. The Adeptus Mechanicus recommend we fence off the afflicted area. According to their hypothesis, this anomaly is the world's attempt at self-recovery and therefore should be studied, not interrupted.
People... What is this? No. Revision and Blessed. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy or scores a critical hit, they gain 2 movement. How are these wretches involved?
We do not know. It is as if they all received a signal telling them to abandon their work and rush deep into the afflicted territory. We purged most of the miscreants as per your orders. Only a few dozen at most managed to sneak into the region.
Yeah.
Janus's natural world is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that the planet boasts experts who specialize in both controlling and destroying life. Reports from the Magus Biologist Chapel make no mention of storing weapons of mass destruction, but I have no doubt they possess some. They always do. I see no reason not to let them use them against all this. What? Deployment of fortified research stations in the affected sectors is recommended. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate among personnel. The wretches know more about this pestilent growth than we do, something we must quickly rectify. We should capture some of these mutants and force them to cooperate. That way we can learn what it is we are dealing with.
You know what? Purge. Purge the tainted region. The Magus Biologic clear employ weapons of mass destruction.
The rebelling wilds will soon become a scorched wasteland. A job well done, I say. The assault on the corrupted region began. The campaign led to unexpected and inexplicable anxiety among the peasantry. The Lord Captain had no choice but to assume personal command and direct the operation from aboard his ship, boosting the soldiers' morale and demonstrating his military prowess. The tip of the spear was comprised of Skitra 2 maniples armed with radium carbines, phosphex bombs, and other equally fearsome weaponry. The land that they left in their wake resembled the scarlet wastes of sacred Mars.
Okay. Do we actually have any... Look at you, I need people. People is the thing I need actually, so yeah, no.
Since the very start of the warp jump, rumors of ill omens have been widespread among the Voidsmen, sudden deaths among the crew, ravaged corpses, jagged shadows lurking behind the bulkheads. A Terran day later, the mystery unraveled itself in a most heinous manner, an attempt on the rogue trader's life. The question of how the Druckery Xenos came to be aboard the ship will have to be pondered some other time. Right now, the Lord Captain has to fight for his life.
Assassination attempt, okay. That's fun.
The shadows reveal their secrets.
Let us walk this
Can we
path
sheath
to
it
the
here,
end.
or... No.
I need to look closer.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty. The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I? Just as he ordained.
The Emperor's justice guides me.
Vigilant soldier, overseer. Fellowship? Medicaid. Oh, they actually have higher.
Know your duty. The impure cannot escape their fate.
Brace yourself.
Accepted. The order is clear. I'll take it as executed. Glato, we're undertaking this task.
Okay, nice.
Let's
Fight
test
him
our
again.
skills, Glato.
This way!
Don't touch me! For now. As the tenant is a blessing.
Kill 3 people in one swing. That is good.
I can't stand it!
Emperor, protect me.
You know what? Fuck it.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion. And so it shall be done. Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service to all those who seek to defy us. This is beyond me.
Okay.
And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred.
Okay, and then again, I guess.
Service. And so it shall be done.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Request approved. Function successfully terminated.
Oh, there's the Camelot sharpshooter. Alright, fair enough.
I will do my duty.
Resuscitation liturgy is required.
We've got a job to do, Glato.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Do not care now.
As honor ordained.
You are doomed.
The shadows will caught by the web. I cannot serve you in this way.
Okay, good.
I am your shadow.
You know what?
Assignment completed.
Now we'll sleep.
Divine watches over us.
It appears that a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that did not burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of a mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding the nearby valley. A herd of large hoofed rodents has gathered along the river banks. If the animals lose their usual habitat, they are doomed.
Yep.
It takes many planetary turns and hundreds of crew members to remove the heap of trash and unclog the river, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to their pastures without so much as a backward glance at the people who saved them.
Off to kill some pirates. Off to kill some pirates. Yay, yay, yay. Yay.
I'll be your beacon in the darkness.
We have a destination to reach.
Okay, and let's jump a bit over here. And let's start fire away.
Unleash a barrage of destruction.
And we start with shooting it in the butt.
Bring to our enemies.
Activate the Geller field. Emergency warp jump in 3.
Set course with all haste.
And
I
then
want
you
to hear the macro cannons roar.
that should be
Let the
enough to just
macro
taking
cannons
care of it.
sing their signal.
No escape pods detected.
We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's taint.
Anything fun on this planet? Promethium? Don't really need that. No. Don't really need that.
Lord Captain, we have received an astropathic message from Darganus. Achilles Scalander reports a Xenos raid against a mer. The coordinates of a hypothetical contact have been forwarded to the crew. The warp jump passed without incident for everyone except the crew members on bridge duty. For the duration of the voyage, they heard laughter. It seemed to come from outside, through the airtight seal of the ship's map.
Oh, it's this one. That is a large warship up there. It is a real pain in the ass. No, we want adamantium is the thing we're looking for. We're going to do this. We're going to save.
You are facing Chaos Worshippers. It seems their ships have been lying in wait here. The Vox Master reports an incoming transmission.
Do not negotiate with heretics. Fuck, I'm getting tired. Oh, it's 12 o'clock.
Please report any bugs you find by hovering the cursor over the broken character, creature, item, spell, or interface and pressing Alt and B.
Okay. This planet is
We
this
have
now.
a destination to reach.
We are going to pop that, and we're going.
Lock on and launch.
We're going to send away as many torpedoes as we can. And then we're just going to turn
Helmsman,
around
navigate
and
us to the designated coordinates.
do that.
We have a destination to reach. Going to go here. Go full here. It's enough so we can shoot him in the front again, yeah. Then we are going to pop Lock on and launch.
torpedo. Jump forward.
Unleash a barrage of destruction.
I'm going to pop another pair of torpedo.
To the void.
And
Lock
another
on
pair.
and launch.
I have few torpedoes going up against you. Okay. But that is going to be
Roar. Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
should be enough.
Deliver their demise. Unleash a barrage of destruction. Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
Okay. And then we blow up right next to you.
Let the macro cannons
Dum, dum,
sing
dum.
their deadly litany.
Okay. I remember last time we did that fight. Oh my god, the amount of trouble we had with it. As in, I think I think we ended up resetting back like a fair bit to do it. We had the ultimate with the torpedoes, I guess. No, we're heading heading over here. We are heading over here to try to catch the Drukhari raiders.
Changing course.
Finally,
Disengage.
some real
Let's live to
action.
fight another day. 4.
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates. Bring doom to our enemies. Rain destruction upon our enemies.
Three.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons. I want to hear the macro cannons roar. Set course with all haste. Deliver their demise! Unleash your barrage of destruction!
I'm not going to hit it a single time anyway. Oh, no, hit it.
Two.
Full speed ahead.
Okay.
Bring doom to our enemy. For the glory of the Imperium. Show them the
Don't mind if I
fury
do.
of our macro cannons. Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Even if I move here, it won't make a difference with it.
Lock on and launch.
Yeah, attack me. Actually, that's good.
1.
The dark void will erase their colors.
Don't mind if I do. Killing ourselves a few Ducati is not a bad thing.
A new message from Master Scalander, Lord Captain. This time he is not reporting yet another attack but the alleged location of one of the Xenos leaders. Achilles' aides have reported that said leader will be heading an attack on the Paradise World Grantis. Master Scalander noted in his message that responding to a distress call is unlikely to be considered an incursion into somebody else's territory. The governor of Grantis will most likely send out a call for aid the moment the raid begins, and if your void ship happens to be nearby, no one will question your reasons for landing. Lord Captain, we have received a Vox message from the rescued vessel. The ship's command sends their inordinate thanks for your assistance and reports that a shuttle has been dispatched to deliver something to our ship. It seems the captain has decided to personally thank you for saving his hide. As soon as the transfer takes place, the ship will depart the system. I imagine they are worried about the integrity of their whole riddled bucket and want to get as far away from this perilous system as they can.
Nice. We are literally missing 5 XP. We're missing 5 fucking XP to level up. That's a bit annoying.
In the middle of a warp jump, our sensors detected an approaching void ship. The shell hit its target. The unidentified ship held its course for a moment longer, and then it vanished, leaving only flashes of light in its wake. A single projectile is not enough to destroy a ship of that size. Demonic eyes had materialized and begun to slither across the walls of Crew Quarter 49. The burning orbs swelled like bubbles of fetid swamp gas, only in secluded places at first, later appearing in plain sight. Everyone subject to their glare started experiencing headaches and spells of self-flagellation. After one of the
not good things happening. Warp thing bad. Okay, yeah.
The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet. The search team was able to retrieve the last surviving extractium from under the debris. They suffered no losses and returned to the ship triumphant. We welcome your lordship to Heriaka's Rim. The helmsman's snort is heard over the internal Vox channel. A trading station. Pull the other one. Everyone in the Expanse knows that this is a pirate den where they peddle the stolen plunder. But to be fair, they never touch the customers, which is probably why they are still alive.
What room have been flying
Same
around?
old, same old. Rampaging pirates, nefarious smugglers, Xenos preying on lone ships. The valiant Imperial Navy alone fights them all, and there is a rumor about a lone Adeptus Mechanicus ship, an ancient hulk that is reported to appear in one system or the other, only to vanish the next day. Who knows why it broke away from the Explorator fleet or what secrets it may hold. But this is just a tall tale, Perhaps you might be interested in macro cannons. Solid, robust and in very, very good condition. You will crush any enemy with their power at your side.
Are you stolen?
Of course not. How can one steal from the wielder of such mighty weapons? I will hold on to this worthy commodity in case you change your mind.
And we'll level up. Nice. Come on, master. When all stacks in there should be lost, they become 15 instead. Additional the fortress room. You know what? Yeah. No flamer weapons, no. Solid projectiles. 28. Isn't 50 max level if memory serves me right? So we're more than halfway there. Yeah, sure. Solid pick. Against all odds. What is that one called? Trust advantage. Every enemy killed by the master tactician. Increase the resolve. Okay. Nerves of steel. Strong point. Yeah, no. Against all odds, I think is the one we're going for. Could go more for psychic powers as well. Veil degradation, enemy protection, all allies. Caused by... While under the effect of navigate power, they have armor reduced by 17. This is increased by devastation parameter. Navigated deal +1 damage for every 5 bonus characteristics currently equipped. Cascade infusion. Press the advantage. For every stack, 4%. Most tactician spends tactical advantage, the critical damage increase 1 for every stack. I think that one is actually really good. At the start of each round, all enemies suffering inflicted have their incoming damage increased by 20%. Yeah. Prediction protocol. Close up scanning. Deflection. Yeah. There are certain things. Honestly, Pascal shouldn't be this character. I should have picked something else for Pascal, no question about it. I should have absolutely picked something else for him.
Emergency aboard the void ship. A foul warp entity has pierced the thin veil of the Geller field and spawned unimaginable.
Yes, I'm picking up Agatha to see. She is geared. She doesn't have the last point, but it's genuinely that I want to see if she can actually do better. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter or their ally, they gain bonus hunter. Difficulty enemy. Yep. Reduce armor.
Join me in prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless. I will deliver furious retribution.
Damage is negligible.
Okay. And we go for that straight up.
Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay.
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay. Ouch. Harold.
Rejoice in service. Actions will speak.
Nope, can't do that. Okay.
And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred.
I'll do it.
If I do that.
Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Okay. If I do that and then shoot it.
I'll do it.
I missed, of course I did.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, good.
dance of blades and shadows.
You're going to deal with this one then, Gabella.
Doubt is for the weak.
No.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I think we're going to stick with Argenta.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. My vow is
There we go. Move you forward here.
setting target parameters for tech familiar units.
Okay.
Martyrdom is a reward.
My place is at the fore.
Plan is to go after you with that guy, huh?
One fewer target.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
What?
I am a navigator.
Oh yeah, actually have
not a
32
servitor.
there. You know what?
Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may. Me. Another foe painted black. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Trust me, my blade whispers your name. Caught by the web. As honor ordains.
Okay.
And so shall it go.
Rookies!
Rejoice and let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
There. Good work, Hogan.
And so shall it be done.
Chance 10 accomplishments.
As the tenets demand. My blade whispers your name. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Yeah, no. Better for Agatha to just take care of it.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
I do not fully understand what it actually makes it so you do not or you do that much damage on the thingy majig, the extra attack. I don't fully understand that, honestly.
The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. The giant rings on this planet's surface can be observed even from orbit.
Examine the
It
rings.
has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insect similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they are going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or a nefarious Xenos structure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that. An incredible find has been made on Foulstone, Lord Captain. A lost volume of Saint Keith's diary has been discovered during the restoration of his crypt. By following the saint's words, the Order of the Hammer was able to find a cryptorch containing a tech relic of Saint Cognatius, the Crucible. Keith's writings on it are vague. It is called the Sculptor and Transformer, granting life and grace. The explorators have sent a delegation to lay claim to the treasure, which has sparked a heated dispute that has been going on for many days.
What are the main points of the dispute?
The tech priests claim that the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred Archaea tech over to them. They argue that the Crucible should be considered not a personal possession of the saint, but rather an object temporarily entrusted into his care. The Order of the Hammer rejects this thesis, insisting that the right to care for such sacred objects belongs to the Ecclesiarch's cults, and since Cognatius was canonized, then the Crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not Archaea tech.
What do my companions?
It is likely that the research contained in the ancient treatises and archival repositories of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win this dispute. I believe that the chronicles of the Amelinian Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at an ancient banner of Saint Capius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubts will remain that it is indeed a holy relic and not the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Brought up an interesting idea. Let convince the miracle happening that would prove the Crucible as a true relic. Yeah.
Now I feel uneasy at the thought that I have become the mastermind of this deceit. After some time, the Crucible revealed a miraculous vision. Sacred images of martyrs appeared before the awestruck witnesses and blessed the ancient artifact. And even though some claimed to have caught a glimpse of some suspicious individuals operating lens machines, most of those present acknowledged the fact of this miracle, and the status of the Crucible as a relic. The explorators have made peace with their loss and asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals with the Crucible. When the tech liturgies had been completed, the tech priests departed Foulstone. Research into the Crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming. Fueled by the geothermal energy of the planet, it could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden. However, a way to launch it has yet to be found. Lord Captain, the mines of Veerbos 6 are once again in turmoil. At the depths of level MD Zeta/05, the overseers have discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies, seemingly crushed by the millstones of the mining machines. All the dead are convicts. The overseers believe that there is a cult of heretics operating in the ranks of prisoners, offering human sacrifices. The prisoners themselves claim that this atrocity was committed on the order of the warden to rid his prison of the more inconvenient inmates. The warden tried to reason with the raging mob but was mauled to death instead. The overseers have managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facilities, but an assault would result in high losses of workforce. On the other hand, the prisoners are ready to lay down their weapons, cease this violence, and repent if the rogue trader would only demonstrate some compassion toward their plight, possibly by reforming some of the more severe punishments.
What does my...
A mob of commoners mauled a noble soul who was attempting to reason with them. How awful. Perhaps the underground madness has spread among them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process. It would be cruel to kill them if this is the case. It is much more humane and well-intentioned to excise their brains in order to curb their ferocity and penchant for disobedience. My house did the same whenever the serfs rebelled in their ignorance, a rather merciful step. The traces of death are like an open book to a disciple of the web. A skilled spinner can go to the mines and reveal what brought death to the convicts.
What we have? This dark revelation. All allies gain 0. Okay. Exterminate the scoundrels. It's -1 complacency. Critical hit chance is a solid one though. All ladies add sharing their knowledge of Yep, no.
We shall share this wisdom with the von Valancius dynasty. The convicts who had their brains excised lost any urge to cause violence and provoke others. Now they find quiet pleasure in monotonous work and lack of communication with other people. The overseers note that the experiment has been highly successful. The investigation did not yield anything to help identify the party behind the murders that had sparked the riot. Level MD Zeta/05 has been sealed.
Okay. What did we say? Tester Wills was not one of those. Was Bloodsport, right? Bloodsport, I think it was, right? Tester Wills. Bloodsport. Yeah, I think it was Tester Wills we wanted. To be fair, all of them are kind of meh. No. It was Killing Fields. It was Killing Fields because ergonomics, so we need more people. Okay. You are finished. Waiting for adamantium or people. And you are also kind of finished. Need more people, honestly, more than anything else. Anyhow, I am literally falling asleep right now. So we are going to save. And we're going to call it here for tonight. I want to wish you everyone a good night. And I hope I see you guys around.